Alright, hey everybody, back with Fallout 76, continuing on with the Brotherhood of Steel campaign, Steel Dawn plus Steel Rain. And I have a drink today, because it's late, it's 2 a.m. No, it's 1 a.m. I forgot to set that clock back. So yeah. Well, opening it anyway. That might have been loud on the mic. Oh well, it's a rip it. Sugar free. I just recorded a different video for the secondary channel, so hopefully you guys will go check that out. Really want the channels to kind of coincide with each other a bit. But yeah, we're at the Blue Ridge Caravan Company, and there is Vertibots over there. We have our disguise. Look at me, I'm an edgy 90s comic book character. Like something, I look like something out of Image. Image comics from the 90s. Nah. Not buff enough. Man, 90s comics were crazy. You know that?
Ah, there you are, friend. Sorry for the informality, but we should keep a low profile. Don't want to spook anyone that might be listening in. Huh. Don't get too used to that. But listen, I was hoping we could talk for a few minutes before we head upstairs. Let me buy you a drink. What do you say? Oh, cut the crap. I'm being real here. There's some things we need to hash out. Come on, pull up a stool. Great. Take a seat.
Don't mind the flamethrower backpack.
A customer! What can I get for you? Neat! Well, you sure as shit ain't getting it on the rocks. Okay, here you go. Enjoy.
Huh. A fine choice. Salomati, my friend. That's interesting phrasing. Join. Never really thought about it that way. I was already in the National Guard, helping people, maintaining peace. That was my life. The Brotherhood didn't feel like a new organization. It felt like regrouping with my people. A return to form. Maybe some ranks and verbiage changed, but the heart of it was there. I'm not sure I even gave it a second thought. It was. Even knowing what I know now, I have no regrets. They were my people, my comrades. But things changed as time rolled on. As I'm sure you know, the views of the elders and I differed greatly. Sometimes I think... No, I'm certain that I was selected for this mission in order to remove my perspective and influence. The elders saw my pull and experience as a threat and knew I would never align with their goals. What better way to prevent my meddling than to send me packing on a cross-country venture? I often wonder if they ever expected me to report in at all. To make it here alive. Joke's on them, I guess. Alan Connors. That's right. Dear, dear friend. The two of us were from the same unit in the National Guard. Alan had been my rock through every storm I weathered. We survived the bombs together, joined the Brotherhood together. He was more than my right hand. He was really a lifelong companion. I'd never really considered a world without him. Not just to me either. To both Valdez and Shin, He was like a big brother, even a father. He was always there for them. That's the part that gets to me. He was an important person to damn near everyone. It's what makes his absence hurt even more. Almost certainly. But when we lost Alan, Shin stepped up to take on many of his responsibilities. He was on top of the grief. That must have been a lot to handle. It led him to fall back on what he knows. On rules and doctrine. He doesn't trust anyone else to help him see beyond that. Not like he trusted Alan. And because of me, because of a call I made, we all lost him. I know Shin will never forgive me for it. Thank you for hearing me out. It's an honor to pass on his story. He deserves that and so much more. I think that's a fine idea. To whom? Of course. To our new Brotherhood. Bisalamati. Now, on to business. Let's head upstairs. And remember to keep a low profile. We're just a pair of friendly traders looking for potential business.
I always keep a low profile. No one will ever suspect.
Look out, here comes trouble.
Ms. Mayfield, my name is Layla. I made an appointment to speak with you.
Please, Joanna is just fine, dear. And while all this cloak and dagger hubbub is flattering, why don't we cut to the chase, Paladin Romani?
Well, that was short-lived. Okay, Joanna. It appears I underestimated you.
And looky there. You've got one of these famous vault dwellers in tow. Oh, and I know this one. Made a splash around here. Say, when are you planning to provide some of that skill to my caravans?
I'd appreciate if the job offers were saved for later. We're here on pressing business.
Okay, Paladin. Down to brass tacks, then. It's not an accident that I finally opted to meet with you, after playing hard to get for so long. We know you're interested in the folks that have gone missing. We are too. Been looking into it for a spell now. Plain and simple. I wanted to handle this internally. I didn't want news of this stirring up a panic, maybe causing the perpetrators to flee. Our clients paid us for safe transport, and we failed them. It was our responsibility to solve it discreetly. I'm sure you can appreciate that. As for deceiving Mr. Knapp, well, I dislike fibbing. But sometimes you've got to play your cards close to your chest, especially when lives are at stake.
I don't buy it. Sounds more like you were trying to prevent future clients from being scared off. It makes me wonder if this sudden cooperation isn't in the interest of helping others. Maybe you've just been caught.
I'd be offended by these accusations if it didn't weave such a fascinating story. Are you planning to sell that as a dime novel? Well, if you're wondering why my organization would choose to dodge your calls, examine the attitude with which you've started this conversation. This pseudo-authority you're flaunting is exactly the type of oppression and regulation that my free enterprise can do without. And what, pray tell, is that, darling?
We found correspondence from our suspects claiming they were acquiring people from Blue Ridge. It seems to me that your company has been transporting people in a different way than you've advertised. and involuntarily at that.
We've always been upfront and honest with this venture. The routes are dangerous, and our Brahmin sure as hell don't smell like roses. Everyone who works with us gets the straight truth. And I certainly don't take too kindly to what you're implying. I could stand here and deny your allegations every which way to Sunday. But I know you won't just take my word for it. So if you've got some hard evidence to prove my people were involved in this little scheme, show it. Otherwise, this letter of yours sounds more like we're the target, not co-conspirators. All right. That's fine by me.
Right now, the most important thing is finding everyone that has gone missing and returning them home. Being upfront with your involvement in this now will be looked upon favorably, because we're not stopping until this is solved and they are safe.
Slow down, Paladin. This is not an admission of guilt or an attempt to weasel out of responsibility. We are just as concerned about these folk as you. We're willing to cooperate, in hopes of saving lives, nothing else. And if you're hoping I'm about to spill the beans on some secret abduction scheme, you're out of luck. We have the same goals as you in this.
Honeyed words, but we should proceed. What can you tell us about the people that went missing from your caravan?
Better to just let you take a look for yourselves. Ares! Come on in here!
This guy looks like some kind of guard. Probably armed. Don't take your eye off him, Initiate. Thanks. It's good to follow your instincts. They rarely steer me wrong.
You rang, boss?
Harper's Ferry, the train tunnel. Mind showing our guests the route?
Oh, crap. You really want to go back there?
That was exactly my thinking, Ares. Head on over to that tunnel and show this duo of detectives the scene of the crime. Does that sound amenable to y'all?
The train tunnel itself isn't so important, but underneath is a top-secret gas pipeline running all the way out of the region. It's a pretty discreet route. Safe, too, comparatively. Except, the most recent trip. Well, the last known whereabouts of one of our caravans. They set up camp there, but come morning, the entire place was abandoned. It was a big group, maybe around 15, including our own guard.
You've lost that many people? And we're only just now hearing about this.
That's on me. I chose to keep this off the books. May be a bad call, but let's save examining hindsight for when we've gotten to the bottom of this.
Okie dokie, I'll meet you there. It's the big fancy train tunnel, just east of Harper's Ferry.
Now, time is money, and I've burned a bottle and plant worth of caps chatting with you two. So if you don't mind, please direct any further inquiries to my masked associate.
Fine. But after reviewing the evidence, I plan to revisit Blue Ridge's involvement in this matter.
By all means. If you find something that gets us answers, we can talk till the Brahmin come home.
So yes, I am missing dialogue. Now, if you had previously done the event down here, I forget what it's called, but it's the one where you take the Brahmin from this through the tunnel, basically where you go through the tunnel. There is some dialogue where you basically it's you trust Ares. You're like, oh, I worked with them before, and then she says something. It's not like quest changing dialogue. It doesn't really change much. But you know, the end goal of the quest is still the same. Basically. How did I get up here? Oh, there we go. Very skinny stairs. Yeah, Ares is a cool character. Has a very interesting outfit on. You can get his outfit. I have his outfit on another character. It's repurposed Fallout 4 gear. It's the
That hammer was brutal.
it's literally just a recolored
Seen that thing.
was it the railroad heavy jacket, as well as the assault gas mask, which I have. Like, they have it on as well. Then this, Eugene here has on a atomic shop item. It always makes me wonder, like, what is the canonicity of the atomic shop? Because, like I said, this is all atomic shop gear, right? What? Okay, like, Emil Pagliarulo said this about the atomic shop a while ago. Oh, that's up. Well, no, we're doing the quest. But he said, basically, that the atomic shop isn't canon because if it adhered strictly to canon, then that would prevent them from adding items that they thought would be fun, but didn't strictly fit in the lore. However, what happens when an atomic shop item is first added to the atomic shop, and then later becomes an item used by an NPC? Does that make the item canon? You know, it's like, or is it still not canon? I don't know how the atomic shop works. Same with the Creation Club and the scoreboard. Like, is the scoreboard canon? Like this stuff. All the stuff on here canon, right? Is the Robo-Dog canon? Is you know, there's a lot we have to think about. Like, this is the weird thing about Bethesda. When it comes to Elder Scrolls canon, Bethesda outlines this nearly perfectly. Not nearly perfectly, but they're a lot more, I don't know if I would say consistent, but they're a lot more detailed in Elder Scrolls canon compared to Fallout canon, right? Like, Fallout canon is not something that's really cared about much. I mean, obviously, we have the Fallout 4, like, there's a lot of retcons, and not even retcons, just, like, adding things in that don't really make sense, and stuff like that. Supposed to go to Harper's Ferry, but you can go this way. If you can get down the rocks correctly. I could just put on power armor and jump down, but that's no fun. Oh well, let's put on power armor and just jump down. This is why you should always carry some type of power armor with you if you're questing, because there are very high cliffs in this game compared to previous Fallouts. Fallout 3 had a couple high cliffs, but nothing like this. See, just don't take damage when you're in power armor. And there we go. This is a real bridge in real life. Harper's Ferry's really like this with this dual bridge. Very big spot during the Civil War, where it was raided multiple times. Confederates took all the tooling from here so they could make guns, because Confederates had a very hard time making guns. And both sides during the Civil War were basically adopting nearly anything that came to their door. You should see the amount of crazy, like, anything. It's like, here, oh, you have a crazy gun design, here's a contract for that. Like, the amount of different ammunitions that they had by the end of the war was insane. I mean, you had the Maynard carbine, you had like old, like early 1800 stuff, like you had Ballard carbine, Bullards, well, not Bullards, but you had Moore's carbines, you had muskets, you had multiple different types of lever actions. The Smith carbine, which is really cool. There's actually a reproduction of a Smith carbine. Really cool gun, the Smith rifle. It used it was a break action, like a single shot break action shotgun, right? But it used a rubber bullet. Not like the projectile, but like, imagine like a brass case bullet, but that's made out of rubber. It was really cool. There is actually a company that makes reproductions of them.
Initiate, glad you made it here safely. That Ares character is further ahead. I should mention, every instinct I have is telling me not to trust him. It seems we don't have much choice for the time being, but we'd be wise to keep an eye on him. As I mentioned before, this isn't my first time dealing with a caravan group like this. More than once, we discovered that slavers had been using the guise of a caravan to collect and transport people. Blue Ridge using a dark corner like this for their operations only raises my suspicions. cannot overlook the similarities. All right, you take point. And guns at the ready. I spotted some feral ghouls earlier.
I like her outfit. Okay, cool. She actually has an actual gun and not a pipe weapon. Like, seeing Brotherhood in this game armed with pipe guns is just so, like... Gah. You know? It's like, I hate pipe weapons. Like, I really just despise pipe weapons. Like, I don't mind pipe weapons, but I think they're way too prevalent. Bethesda's making them way too prevalent. Like, in Fallout 4... There's too many of them. Let's see, what else? What do I need? Oh, I have no shotgun shells. Again. I run out of shotgun shells very fast. You know that? Well, guys, shotgun it is. Let's try this. Okay, I got plenty of this. No comment on my gauss shotgun, where I got it. Be neat if they commented on what weapons you were using. Ooh, a guard note. You can pause and read this if you want. This does not go anywhere, does it? No. Yeah, this is all sealed up, basically. Yeah, it kind of makes me excited for the pit. Because, like, I don't know. I really hope that the expeditions are really good. I mean, they put out a CGI trailer for the pit DLC, so it's gotta be putting work into it. The only thing left we're getting this year is a Mothman event, so.
Well, hello there. The spot we're looking for is further in the facility. There's a trick to getting in. Give me one shake of a lamb squatch's tail to get it open. Let's see, 30 days past September, carry the 2.
Is this for real?
And you. It's just a little further ahead. Please, after you.
Fine. But don't think we aren't keeping an eye on you.
I can't blame you. I know I'm a real looker.
He has a plasma weapon. What do you think Ares is? Is he former Enclave? Like, he really seems like he could be Enclave. Maybe something else. Maybe former military? Special ops? Just some, I don't know. It's not real lore about him, you know that? I remember this place. It goes into the lore of, well, just the Maya region in general. Weird thing about this gun is it refuses to one-shot things sometimes. Even when, like, no matter what, it refuses a one-shot. You can pause and read that if you want. Oh, you can take it. Hey, shotgun shells. Dirty tan suit. Paintbrush. Yeah, I can use a shotgun on these guys for a little bit. Do I have this thing upgraded? No, I do not. Oh no, that's a combat rifle. I thought it was a combat shotgun. There we go. I can use this for a little bit. One of my favorite weapons, the quad double barrel. Oh, there's TV dinner trays in here. That's good. Good source of aluminum in here. Like, why is it this thing 2 shots, right? This thing 2 shots. Despite doing 147. 1, 2, right? And this thing does 412, and they're both 2-shotting. That's why I said it's weird.
Okay, the camp's just past this door here. I'll get it open. That's bad. Oh, that's very bad.
Speak, Ares. What's the holdup?
You're not gonna like this. Follow me. Yep, just like I thought. Let's chat. Welcome to the 9th Circle of Hell. First, the good news. It's bring your own paramilitary night, so the Paladin drinks for free. Just your run-of-the-mill illegal natural gas pipeline, courtesy of the fine people at the Bish Company. A bit before the war, Bish offered to maintain this historic train tunnel out of the goodness of their cold, corporate hearts. And wouldn't you know it, they may have had an ulterior motive. The bad news is that I can't unseal that door. Here's the quick version. Clever little me locks that door by setting off a bogus gas leak alarm. But it looks like in order to lift the lockdown, you need to verify there's actually no gas leak. The door is real picky like that. We ferried a lot of people through these tunnels. Didn't want any of our former clients trying to use it. Not for business reasons or anything. We just didn't want anyone else going missing down here. Oh, I'd love to, but there's a little problem. If you'll cast your steely gaze to the left, you'll see a massive, impenetrable wall of strangler vines. To verify there's no gas leak, we need to get to the pump room. One guess where the pump room is located. Yeah, that's the tricky part. There were some engineers living down here well after the bombs fell. Looks like they lasted a few years even. Which means they had a way of fighting back the vines. Maybe start by looking for how they did that. I don't know. They're all over this region, though. Hard as hell to cut, and they grow like they hold a grudge. I snooped around a bit when I first recommended the route to Joanna. There's some offices that were clearly being used as bunks for a while. Not sure what happened to them. It almost looks like they just dropped dead on the spot. That's not a bad omen, is it? In a past life, I used to work with these pencil-pushing sociopaths in suits. Well, not at this facility, but I was in the know about their various nefarious dealings in the region. I'll just skulk here in the corner in case another way of opening this door comes to mind. Let me know if you have any luck. Try not to die a terrible death.
This sounds like a very contrived way of getting us killed. Stay sharp, Initiate.
I looked up Ares' voice actor. His name is Lucian Dodge, and he primarily does Japanese games, strangely enough. He did Pokemon, a Bleach game, Naruto Shippuden, Mobile Suit Gundam, Dragon Rampa, Fire Emblem, Shenmue 3, and a Final Fantasy game. So yeah, kind of interesting, but that's the hired a normally Japanese. Well, I think he's an American guy, but he primarily does Japanese games. I guess, Japanese games always need English voice actors, so it's probably not a bad idea if you want to be a voice actor to go do Japanese games.
initiate. Look there, behind that gate.
Ah, where?
Seems like some kind of thrown-together lab. Do you suppose they were making something to deal with the vines? I think I see some kind of chemical on the ground there. We need to find a way to unlock this door.
I remember how to unlock this door.
What do you suppose happened to all the people down in here? No signs of a struggle. Gas leak, maybe? Poison?
They were poisoned. You can read that. Oh, I don't feel like it.
From the sound of it, they moved the numbering system down so they wouldn't need to remember it. Must be around here somewhere.
Open sesame seed. That's an old reference to a joke, really. And Aladdin. I think Aladdin did that same thing. What was that weird?
I've always been more of an everything bagel person.
Did you see that? It was like a weird... something that had a really long name showed up. I don't know if you saw that. I'll have to relook at it on the video. I remember how this works. It's basically you have to do the alphabet backwards.
Looks like we'll need more than just a password to get through. Some kind of code for turning words into numbers, it seems. So, I guess we'll need to find a way to change open sesame seed into a series of numbers.
I think it's 1, 2, 3? No. It's backwards, so start M. M is always 13. So O, M, and O. N would be 12. O would be 11. So it's 11. Right, O, P, E. O, P, E, N. Open. So it'd be... O would be... let's see. M is 13. M... but N would be 11, right? Yeah, if it's the alphabet backwards, that means A would be 26. So then 11... O... P, E would be... let's see. A 26, B 25, C 24, D 23, E 22. So no, it's this one. It's that one. Open. Right. Hold on. O-P-E-N. So open. So then the next word would be sesame. So then S would be S-E-S-A-M-E. So it's 6 letters. So this one's out. Wait, 1, 2, because that's 5. So it's either this one or this one. Sesame. Okay. M is 13. So then M... wait. Hold on. Okay. A20... oh, no. Z1, Y2... oh, we just need to look for the one with 26 in it. Because it says A... yeah, it's that. Seed. So... EE, so it's got to have a double one in the row, so this one's out. And then you have to look for S. And S-E-E-D. Yep.
Well done,
There we go.
Initiate. That was some impressive detective work.
Oop. I admit it.
let's have a look at this. Aha! My hunch was right. According to the label, they made an extremely potent herbicide. Judging from this container, it looks like it's meant to be dispersed into a larger system. No sprinklers in here, so... Dear Lord. The facility's water line? That would explain the bodies out there, but... why? They must have known this would happen. No time to dwell on that. Initiate, let's look for a station where we can access the water line. This is what we need to weaken the vines.
I like how Ares, through this entire thing, doesn't help us. He still just stands, out there. I mean, he has a plasma gun, so he can obviously defend himself.
Here we go. This looks like it connects to the main water line. Let's talk next steps.
Alright, in here, I know what happens. Ghouls will attack you.
I should be able to disperse the herbicide into the water line from here. I'm suspecting that the security system here won't appreciate that. Expect alarms. And the company that alarms tend to attract. Ready for a fight? Okay. Fingers crossed and guns at the ready. Let's take a look here.
It's mainly just ghouls in here, if I remember.
The chemical has started dispersing into the water
I
systems.
need...
It's detected a foreign substance. Prepare for it to get noisy in here. You see it? I'll need you to keep them off my back. At Victoria.
Dang. I really need something that will fill up the, the hunger and thirst. Right. Always love that hit detection. Game, that's not what I wanted. Why would you not switch to?
System is blocking.
See what I mean? Like, why is this weapon a two-shot kill?
Keep it up.
I don't know. I know I need a better gauss shotgun, because this one's just okay. Just gonna heal myself. I have plenty of stimpaks on this character. When you are questing in this game,
Can't stop now. I'll need to reach the drainage system if we're going to affect the vines.
just want to say, when you are questing in this game, you get a lot of stimpaks. Like, just the amount of stimpaks you get these days, compared to when the game first came out, is honestly insane.
Last gate valve now. Give him hell, initiate.
Like, when the game first came out, stimpaks were rare, alright? And, like, you really had to make healing salves if you weren't, a duper.
The chemical is pumping throughout the entire water system now, including a session.
I always...
That was for disposing of unwanted chemicals. Well, one sleazy company's environmental negligence is our gain, I suppose. Those vines should be weak enough to break through now. I, wouldn't drink the water if I were you, though.
Alright, let's use a melee weapon. What do I have? Oh wait, I have one thing that's Brotherhood-esque. Oh, we got it from the Brotherhood. Where is it? There we go. It's weird they show damage numbers. Any other vines in here? Yeah. Place is weird. Strangely empty. And I bet you it's never going to be used again. Bethesda has a really bad problem with that, of, like, not reusing areas, except for daily ops. Bethesda really likes daily ops. I mean, like, they really like daily ops. They are pushing daily ops hard. What the?
Did you hear that? That doesn't sound like a feral ghoul to me.
I know what's down here. Something fun is down here. And oh wait, will I be able to beat it? I don't think these are different, right? No, these go to the same place, basically. Hello. Is there... Oh, there's nothing here. Purified water. Really? Just drink that. Let's see. Okay. I know it's down here.
Hostile robotic entity? That's trouble. Be on the lookout.
There's a true boss down here. Not like the sentry bot. I was gonna tell you that. Not like the sentry bot of the last thing. There it is, a sheep squatch. That did no damage. Huh. Actually, I had a lot of trouble with this on my one character. I don't know what... It's weird, it does no damage to me. Hello! It actually does damage.
Dressed up as a sheep? Whatever it was, it's dead. And we should be able to lift the lockdown. Let's get back to that terminal.
Kind of a callback to an earlier DLC, because if you don't know, that Sheep Squatch was there to hunt down Beachy company members, or basically something like that. Verify pump integrity.
And that's that. Time to head back to Ares. If he has anything to
But
do with all this.
Wait. What is it? It's what's called command parameters, right? Oh, maybe I can get out. Wait, you can get something. Hold on. Oh wait, I can just go to new. You load up this. Diagnose errors. Intelligence, if you have 10 plus, quarantine backdoor parameter. This is actually something really cool that any assault training should be noted. Locate all known BC employees, eliminate targets on site, report to Mother Unit 001, sub behavior. Any assaultron encountered should be noted and reported to Mother Unit 0001 for acquisition. Weird. I don't know why that's there. It's just like flavor text. But yeah. Just something random, you know? Weird. That's a hard shell Mirelurk, but it has the Strangler Mirelurk, Ooh, I should probably claim that. That's It's actually... caps. Don't really care about caps too much. I mean, Bethesda has a habit of giving away 250 every once in a while. It's not that hard to make caps in this game. Yeah, I don't know why you can unlock that, holotape. I don't know what it does. It's just something to... I don't know. Just a random skill check. Alright.
Your boss looks like she's about to strangle me with one of those vines. Something happening there?
Ares, between the feral ghouls, the strangler vines, and that insane sheep robot, I've about reached my limit with this place. And your antics. I don't know if this is some kind of trap or elaborate cover-up, but we need to get through that door and get answers. Now!
Whoa, whoa, trap? Where's this coming from? Hold on. Did you say sheep robot? Like the Baba kind or the killer robot kind?
Ares, the door! Now! Please!
Okay, just give me a second. Yeesh.
Nearly there now. We're getting closer to the truth. I can feel it. I hope you're right. I'd like to believe he's innocent in all of this, but I can't lose sight of the goal. Finding the missing people, like Cassie, is a time-sensitive, life-or-death situation. That comes first.
Alright, let's see here. Login credentials, check. New terms of employment, yeah. Benefits enrollments expired, sure. And done. Trust me now? I'll even lead the way, so if you change your mind, it'll be easier to shoot me in the back.
Thank you for opening the door. But know that if we find anything linking you to this, you're still going to have to answer for it.
Add it to the catalog of questionable things I already have to answer for.
There we go. There. More evidence in here. I haven't really been talking. There's been a lot of dialogue in this portion. Next. You can pause and read that. I'm kind of just skimming through it. Go. Take that. Let's see here. Yeah, there's big camp in here. Weird. Ah, dog. See like that. Why didn't it one-shot it? I mean... Yeah, I know my perks aren't great, but you would think with, glow sight rank 2, I don't know. I don't understand it. What am I looking for? Oh, here we go. Caravan Manifest. Guard, Ares, Fernandez. Group Detail, Fernandez, Cannery Owner. Merchant, Minerva, Merchant. Oh, that's interesting. Minerva's all... that's interesting, yeah. Tommy Tento's guard. Oh, also interesting. Foreshadowing things to come. Huh. Departure confirmed. Yeah. Blackburn Doctor, Cartographer. Mechanic, Eugenie, Merchant. Merchant, again, El Chapel, El Brush Musician, McCleary, Veterinarian. Huh. I like reading all these. You can see maybe future, people, added to the game, future NPCs. Guard, Gatana, Blackburn, Doctor again. Oh, just very interesting. Yeah. A lot of merchants. Very interesting. This is a very good looking area. Like, this looks good, actually. I'm sure it looks great on Xbox One X, or an Xbox Series X, but, like, It's a shame this area is never going to be used again. Again, critical. If you fuse this to one-shot. I don't understand it. You know, on a fairly weak enemy, too. I think the plasma caster has that problem as well. Rad storms, blah. Volcano. Right. Talk to you. This is a long episode, 50 minutes already.
Seems like you've been pretty thorough. Are you ready to discuss what you've found? Excellent. I'll take what you've collected. Let me take a look at what you found. I just need a minute to review it all.
Pull out your decoder rings, kids. It's detective time.
I see. That's concerning. Wait a moment. This name. I know this name. I think I've seen enough. Initiate, we should discuss our findings. Well, it seems like Cassie was indeed a part of this caravan group, but I think it'd be a good idea to step through the evidence together. I may have been assuming too much about Blue Ridge's involvement. I'd like to be on the same page, so where would you like to start? Yes. It would seem this was a routine trip, until the end. Something kept them here, and forced them to set up camp so close to home. That's right. The storm forced them to bunk down. They were an extra-large group, too, with only one guard. Sitting ducks. Indeed. It looks like we have a clear account of their last moments here. That was my take as well. Based on Cassie's description and the letter you found earlier, we can assume they were these Hellcat mercenaries. The total number of people they've abducted, though, is staggering. Nearly 15 in this trip alone. Right, the manifest. One name in particular really stood out to me. Did you notice it? That's right. Dr. Blackburn. Not only was he present on multiple trips, but Cassie makes mention of him speaking with the armed strangers. Likely these Hellcat mercenaries you've dealt with. I imagine Dr. Blackburn was the one employing them. I knew the name sounded familiar. I had read it in Shin's report of your very first assignment with us. Think back, Initiate. Do you recall why Dr. Blackburn had been seeking our assistance? That's right. Dr. Blackburn was seeking assistance with his experiments. Something about curing diseases and helping people. I suspected it was too good to be true, and the evidence here certainly doesn't look promising. But could he really be kidnapping people? Indeed we do. Dr. Blackburn was hiring these Hellcat mercenaries to kidnap people from this route. It would appear they were cautious at first, but took advantage of a rad storm to steal away an entire group. An unfortunate end, but there's still hope of finding them. The only thing left is to report back our findings and determine Blackburn's location. I'm glad I had you here, Initiate. There's a few things I'm sure I would have missed if you hadn't been here to help. I do believe we make a pretty great team. I can't blame you. My sights are entirely focused on everyone that's gone missing, but I can't just plow through everything to reach that goal. This experience has helped me see that. It's something that I know I need to improve upon, not just as leader of the Brotherhood, but as a person. And hopefully, to begin earning back your trust. Anyway, we should get back to Atlas and report what we found. If we can determine where Blackburn took this group, we may be able to track down Cassie, and perhaps countless others. I'll meet you there. Good work, Initiate. I owe you an apology. My rash behavior was unfitting of my position, and frankly, unfair to you.
Water under the bridge. All of my best friendships start with misplaced suspicion of mass kidnapping.
Take your word for it. I am sorry either way.
If you really want to make it up to me, I've heard you guys have some killer rocket launchers to spare.
Absolutely not.
I'm glad you and the righteous paladin got the answers you sought. Well, I know that I'm glad you killed it. If it found me first, you'd be talking to a pile of diced meat right now. Or any of us. Who are you? Who is the paladin? Who am I? Now, that's a good question. I honestly wasn't following. Something about cats and rug burn, I don't know. But it would be real swell if you found this lot safe and sound. Oh, no problem. You should head over to Big Ben East sometime. Join us for a caravan run. You're a natural at walking through dark train tunnels.
Once again, great work, Initiate. I'm gonna gather what we found here. I'll meet you at Fort Atlas.
Alright, this has gone on for long enough. This is another very long episode. Almost an hour again. Alright, let's put on... Let's get out of this costume. Mercenary outfit. And get back on... Juggernaut looking stuff. Oh, yeah, there we go. Alright. Yeah. See everybody later. I don't know how much people are enjoying this series. Seems to be getting okay views. I mean, the first one did really well. It's kind of been, slowly going down from there. Don't really know what I'm going to do after this series is complete. Yeah, if anyone has any suggestions, I want to do another novel review. I have a novel over there. I read part of it. I need to write down all the notes. So I want to do another novel review. I haven't done, the reason it's taken so long to do another novel review is just because that last one really didn't get many views. I mean, now it's starting to pick up, but it's I don't know, my videos do not get many views. And I'm kind of sad about that. Not like I care too much, I do YouTube just for fun. But yeah, think about subscribing if you like this video, or don't, it's up to you. Everybody's inclined to do what they want, as long as you don't hurt anybody. Alright, see everybody later. Bye.